Alright guys, so, you know, I have some great news for something really cool. It's a great alternative, and it's specifically for today's topic that Dexter and I want to share with you guys, and that's cats. We all know about cats, right? They're these cute, cuddly creatures that, everyone wants to hug, cuddle up to, and all kinds of amazing stuff, right? But when it comes to one particular thing about cats, it seems that there usually is a bit of a debate, and that leads into their claws and things. Because on one hand, it is true that they are very destructive, and if not taken care of in certain ways, can cause a lot of issues for people. However, I have done a lot of extensive research, and I have found something that very well may be something that will make or break this huge, long, extensive debate that's been going on for countless years about cats and things. Aside from scratched posts and stuff, because some people may not want to invest in getting a scratching post at all, and I'm not judging on that. But if you're like me, who's not real keen on the whole declawing aspect, or what I've heard recently that there's this thing called laser declawing, which apparently was mentioned in the Black Cat Appreciation group on Facebook by someone, by an anonymous user. And when I saw that, it made me freaking flip out, because I'm just like, what the heck? Are they trying to use, lightsabers upon these cats? Like, yeah, they're just, small fur balls. What you trying to do here? Now, don't take this out of proportions of any means, because I'm not saying that if you did in fact, do any kind of declawing at all, I'm not saying you're a bad person, because I'm going to go on a limb and say that what I'm about to show you, most of you guys probably did not know existed, and that's perfectly okay. You're not a bad person. I'm not gonna sit there and say that you're gonna go to a bad place because you did that, because most people don't really know how to handle that right off the bat. So sometimes they feel like declawing is the only option. But I would like to kind of enlighten people on what I recently learned, because believe it or not, I found something that might just solve the main reason why people declaw cats in the first place, but also benefit both the cat and the family, so that both people win in the end. So, Dexter and I are about to flip the screen over to show you, and then I'll continue, kind of furtherly explaining what this cool thing is. So, as you see right here, there's this cool thing that I found that you can go and buy on Amazon, online of course. And as you can see how happy that cat is? That is one happy-go-lucky cat right there. Now you're probably wondering what all these things over here are. Well, these happen to be cat nail caps. They're nail covers that you can put on your cat's claws, preventing them from actually damaging anything. And from what I've found out about these right here, you get it's 100-piece cat nail caps. And the good thing is if you're kind of afraid that you're not going to be able to afford this because of how much you get in this whole set, because it also gives you all this stuff right here as well included, the glue that you have to use to apply this on there. Turns out that, as you see here, for the extra small, medium, and large sizes, you only have to pay $5.99 for either of these sizes. And it's the same price for either of these, regardless of which one you pick. And it says free shipping as well, so it shouldn't be too problematic to get. And they have other photos here too. This one right here has an in-depth description on what all this can do beneficial-wise. And as it says here, it's multi-function protection, and it can protect, your furniture when your cat wears these, because it won't be able to tear up the furniture. It can protect the cat, it can keep the cat itself safe from creating cat scratch diseases and fevers of sorts. Any kind of clothing that's really, really fragile can now be protected from cat claw damages. And as you can see in this beautiful image, it makes this cat look sassy awesome right here. It looks like an awesmazing cat right there. And if that didn't sell you out into this coolness, check this cat out. You see this cat right here? It's flaunting its style with all that beautifulness. It looks really amazing. They make it look like the cats literally went to some kind of spa salon place and got, like, their nails done, you know? It makes them look all fashionable. Yeah, you know, I personally think that these, nail covers are probably, like, your best alternative. It could be your best friend, really. It might actually help the cat a lot more. I actually did further reading on this, and it actually does say that, you know, they're safe, they're non-toxic, and, these will last up to 4 to 6 weeks total. So you're most likely going to have to reapply this, more, like, you know, after those 6 weeks are up. And obviously you're going to want to have to keep consistent at buying the size that you need. But as I said, they're only $5.99 and you can access them on Amazon, online. So if you're like me and you don't want to actually declaw a cat or laser declaw or any kind of like removing the claw in some kind of way like that, and you're like real iffy and you're not sure that's a good idea and you're in doubt about it, think of this video and like refer to this. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna link down in the description below this information I just showed you in the description of this video. But I'm also gonna link from my old DeviantArt account a link to an article I had shared about a deeper explanation as to why declawing might not be the smart thing to do to your pet. Now again, I'm not saying that you're bad if you already ended up doing that, because, you know, a nice person who's really, really nice and doesn't hurt animals can literally, you know, be a person that might do that, but that doesn't make them a bad person. So, like, whatever you do, do not go out of your way to, like, automatically hate people that instantly do that to their pets, because, again, they probably did not know that these nail covers existed, and it's not their fault for not knowing. This is just, you know, an enlightening video to help and, you know, kind of enlighten and shed light onto this situation, so that if you do find yourself in a situation of not knowing whether or not you want to declaw or not, this option is out there. So, you know, the next time you get like another pet or something and you don't want them tearing up furniture, just know that nail covers are a thing and you can totally buy that at a really affordable price. And as I said before, I'm going to link that down below in the description. So I even made a thumbnail that I'm going to put on this video once it's uploaded, of course. But yeah, I hope this is educational enough, like helpful enough for you guys, because I'm not really keen on the whole declawing thing. I never really thought it was a nice thing to do to an animal, but I'm not gonna sit there and be like, oh, you're a terrible person for doing that. No. Everyone has preferences, everybody chooses to do what they want to do, and I'm not here to stop a person from doing what they want to do. I just want to remind people that there are other alternatives to things, and this is an option you can do. And as I said before, you know, these cats in these photos look like they're having a good time, because it actually does say that when cats wear nail covers, that they're actually breathable and very comfortable on the cat, so you don't have to worry about it hurting them, because it's actually not going to hurt them at all. And it's non-toxic. And, you know, so if the pet, you know, does somehow accidentally lick it off or something, you know, it's not poisonous at all by any means. So it's not going to affect them in that way either. So if you're one of those people that really wants a pet, but you don't want stuff getting torn up, this is your best bet of what to, you know, use to solve those problems. But I would also recommend, you know, that getting a scratching post for the cat could lessen the possibility of it scratching couches as well. That's just, a secondary thing. But, like I said, not everyone wants to do that, so that's perfectly okay. I'm not forcing you to. I'm just saying that these are kind of alternatives. Because, cat lives are important, and, from their perspective, do you honestly want like claws on yourself to be cut off or something? Because a lot of people compare it to, like, cutting off, like, the fingers and stuff, which doesn't sound good to me. It doesn't sound pleasant at all. So if it is anything like that, try to see it from the cat's perspective, because they might not necessarily like that, and it does cause complications later in life. So, but like I said, I'm not going to go into a full detail of that whole explanation. So once this is uploaded, just click the links that I provide down below, and you'll see everything you need to know. And if you still have questions, I may make a part 2 to this to, like, explain further if you would like me to. But yeah, that was just, Dexter's and our special, I guess, talk about other alternatives for, your beautiful babies, your beautiful fur babies. They deserve the best after all. Let's remember that. If humans deserve the best, so do our pet friends. So, don't treat them any less than a human, because they pretty much are one and the same, and cats are very misunderstood creatures, and, I feel like I'm kind of similar to a cat in a way anyway, because we have a lot in common. We're both pretty misunderstood, and once you put enough time in, cats actually are a lot more loving than you might think. So don't think that just because a cat may have destructive behavior, that they're always bad, because that's not entirely true, because looks can be deceiving. So, like I said before, don't always think that declawing is the only answer to solve that problem, because nail covers are a thing. So I hope this video is helpful, and I hope that, someone who sees this will at least try this out. And if someone does end up taking my advice in this video, can you guys, like, leave a comment and, like, update me on whether or not it works for you? Because if so, I'm actually tempted to actually try this out myself. Like, if I get my own pet or something, like my own pet cat, I'm probably going to go this route myself as well. But at the moment, we already have too many animals in our house, so I wouldn't be able to own a pet right now. I had one before, but that's a whole new story that I'm not even delving into right now, because it's not necessarily cat related, but I'm pretty good with pets, basically, to put it short. But